Well, I think that they play very good the first half. And I think that they play very, very well the first half, and in the second half, well, they control time and score and everything. No? They have a very good players, smart, and I think that they control the whole game. They play very good.
Like Nestor say, I think Canada was good on controlling the timing. They physically are bigger than us, and they make that count during the game. We need just to, have our heads up and continue to go and work and think on the next game in a couple of days.
Questions from the audience? Carlos, what did you think of their point guard, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and how he helped control the time and the pace of the game?
He was great. He's a big body, controlling the ball and the timing of the game against our small guards. He was good. He wasn't playing another level. I think he showed all the talent he has and the player he is. Has a great game.
Okay, Néstor, ¿dónde perdimos el partido en un momento dado?
Bueno, me parece que nosotros nos confundimos con un par de pérdidas y ellos las capitalizaron muy bien al final del primer tiempo, ¿no? Que nos sacan 13. Y se repite lo mismo en el inicio del tercer cuarto, ¿no? Donde tienen una ráfaga que 4 ataques seguidos anotan y entonces después empiezan a controlar todo. Es un equipo que maneja muy bien los tiempos. A mí me parece que Alexander está jugando en otro nivel, ¿no? Porque no solo juega él, sino que hace jugar a sus compañeros. Y nosotros permitimos muchos puntos. Nosotros, la verdad que sabíamos que en las últimas 2 ventanas ellos tenían 104 puntos a favor, ¿no? Teníamos que bajarle 20 si queríamos estar en juego, pero me parece que ellos estuvieron muy acertados.
Carlitos, ¿cómo lo viste al equipo de Canadá con toda gente nueva a comparación de los excepto 2 o 3 jugadores que han jugado anteriormente?
Mucho talento, mucha juventud, mucho atletismo. Lo sufrimos. Estuvieron inteligentes en el juego que hicieron y lo impusieron, por eso se puede decir que fueron inteligentes, pero creo que nosotros tenemos que estar conscientes de que tuvimos un juego que luchamos, ¿sí? Como dice Néstor, en un par de momentos marcaron tiros, en un par de momentos jugaron con la diferencia. Y bueno, nosotros tuvimos la chance de seguir luchando. Hay que tener la cabeza fresca y pensar en el futuro. Pero Canadá creo que el equipo que tiene creo por un tiempo, un par de años, va a tener un nivel alto de excelencia.
Bueno, les deseo lo mejor para el partido del domingo y mucha suerte.
Muchas gracias, Oscar. Muchas gracias.
Tomando lo positivo, esto es importante el partido del lunes en casa.
Sí, la eliminatoria es muy difícil. Todos los partidos son dificilísimos. Tanto acá como el que nos toca ahora con Bahamas en casa. Y tenemos que ganar para seguir sumando, para clasificar. Gracias.
Well, it was, the performance we needed. I thought we had, first and foremost, I thought everybody that hit the floor contributed, right? I thought everybody, I look back about who played well, and everybody did something good out there. Needed that. I thought we had a good start just with our energy and physicality. Handled all that very well. We had some long possessions defensively to guard, and we did a pretty good job of just staying with it. And I think we sprayed the ball around pretty good. Got a lot of different guys looks, and a lot of guys stepped in and made those. But I think just the overall, everybody came on the floor and played well, and they played well together.
It was a good game. What we expected, they were going to be physical, try to get in and disrupt us. I think we handled it well. I think we were the aggressors tonight, and I think that's why we came out on top.
Shea, when we were talking yesterday, I asked about your team's strengths, and you mentioned defensive disruption. What's your thought on how you came out and the number of turnovers you forced early and how that affected offense?
Yeah, we were the aggressors on that side of the ball for sure. I think that's why we were able to. I think we know going into every game that's what we want to hang our hat on. We want to take team out their comfort zone. And when we do so, we'll be in good shape no matter what's going on offensively.
Regarding Shea, you're saying at times you're going to need your point guard to create some offensive play, get some paint touches. Were you pleased with
Yeah.
every score came off a paint touch?
Yeah, I think that, again, when you're as good a scorer and hard to keep in front as Shea is, he's going to get in the paint. I think like him to be aggressive early, and then that kind of forces them to collapse a bit. Made a lot of great spray outs to guys. There was just such good looks for some of our guys early, and I think that built a ton of confidence for everybody. That's kind of a momentum thing, and again, they were just on time, on target, in rhythm. Great reads, and gave us a lot of confidence. I think that momentum kept building for everybody that came in.
Coach Nurse, Martin Baumann, Capital Data. You know this Argentina team is not one to be taken lightly. Plenty of pedigree there. What does that say about this group that you have here, especially considering some of the absences in Canada?
Yeah, well, first of all, you're right. This is probably our biggest challenge, is playing a team like this, right? You got a whole roster of guys that have played number of years together, right? So they've got something that we're trying to build, which is some longevity, experience, chemistry, and you that goes a long way in this game. We've seen it, we've faced it, we've felt it. So, Shea already said this, but one of our goals was to not, was to disrupt some of their stuff, because they love to play pretty offense, right? Just flying around, cutting, pop, 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 pop. They got a little bit of that, but we didn't let them get into their initial sets a lot. They had to resort to a lot of one-on-one driving, which they did very well. But I think our goal was to disrupt some of that chemistry, and we had to match their physicality. And we got some experienced guys too now, some guys that have been able, we've been playing a little bit together. So, yeah, we're making progress, right? We're making progress.
Nick, a lot has been made of the so-called golden generation and not getting to where people thought it would be. Do you sort of see this as a statement game that this group has arrived?
Well, listen, I think that we're still in a building process, right? We are building this thing up. We think we continue to build a little bit more. We're getting more guys here. We're getting other guys kind of waiting in the wings that are around and in training camp. And our system now, these guys have all seen it a little bit, so it doesn't take us as long to kind of get up to speed for a 1 or 2 game series like this. And that's going deeper and deeper. Our Windows teams did a great job, again, because they're learning as well. And I don't know, I wouldn't call it a statement game. All I know is I'm just trying to get the next one in front of me. And tonight was the one in front of us that we needed to get, and now we got another one coming.
One more question.
Yep.
You saw the response in Hamilton and again tonight in Victoria.
Yep.
You saw what happened to the men's national team in soccer. Do you think this country is just hungry and ready for this team to explode?
Yeah, I mean, I think first of all, this country proven that they're really good fans, right? You can see that in a number of areas. I mean, hell, I go to the Symphony in Toronto and they give them a standing ovation 5 times, right? Like if it's good, they're gonna clap and they're gonna cheer and they're gonna get behind us with everything. And it's a great. Listen, it's a good team that we're trying to take to a higher level.
Shane, did it feel like a big game for you? I mean, you're both too young to understand you know all the history. I'm sorry, I can help you. You got a team that won silver at the Worlds in 2019, Fort Ponce at the Olympics last year. I mean, did it feel like you were going to be tested tonight?
Yeah, we were aware of who we were playing. But I think for us, we're also aware of who we are. And we know that they got to beat us just like how we got to beat them. So it was no different for us as the Dominican and Virgin Islands. It's a basketball team in front of us. They have strengths and weaknesses, and we want to take away their strengths and make them play in their weaknesses. I think we did enough of that tonight. You guys saw the result.
Nick, just going off what you said, you've seen the sport of basketball in Toronto for as you've been there. Now you went to Victoria, see the crowd, what does it say about the state of basketball across this country?
Well, I think you're right. I think there's on a lot of fronts, right? I think fan participation is on the rise, right? People coming to the games and getting into them. I think the continuing of players getting drafted and playing at high levels overseas, lots of numbers. The talent keeps coming through, and the number of kids you see dribbling down the street, I think, is on the rise too. You know, you go to parks around, you drive around, you see a lot of kids shooting buckets that I didn't notice when I first got to Toronto, and now every time I go to a park, there's all kinds of kids out there shooting. So I think on all fronts, it's all positive, and it's such a great game, and it's great to see. And again, I think we feel a little bit of a responsibility. I think from the highest point, men's senior team, men's senior women's team, that light needs to shine bright, and I think that'll make everything continue to grow.
And Shay, just going to you for a second, what does it mean for you to be part of this next generation of guys coming up with you and behind you?
Yeah, it's an honor. Representing your country is a big thing. Like Coach says, the fans are great and they're all behind us, and we're really representing them in the whole country. And it's fun because I'm like in between the first guys and like the new kids coming up. So I got to see like the first couple, like Corey and Tristan and Kelly and those guys first make it to the NBA. And I think the biggest thing is just continuing it and making sure that the kids believe and they can see that it can be done, and the trend will keep going upwards.
This is for both of you. When you see the crowd that you got in Victoria tonight, and you see like where basketball has sort of come in Canada, it's not just focused on Toronto. Obviously, there's a basketball team in Vancouver, but when you see like people flying in from parts of the country to come to this game, you see the crowds, people trying to get autographs and everything here. What does it say about where basketball is in Canada, not just in, say, Toronto, but everywhere else?
Go ahead, Shay.
I think we should host the Olympics, first and foremost. I think Canada is, like Coach already said, great fans, and basketball is a beautiful game, and it's only on the rise. And I kind of expected it to be like that tonight. And it's a good feeling to know that nationwide, the whole country's behind you.
Yeah, and for me, listen, everywhere we go, you know, we Raptors or national team, we get a tremendous response in this country. We play a preseason game sometimes in Vancouver or Montreal or whatever. It's almost like a playoff atmosphere. The crowds are so fired up. We're there. Like it's great. So everywhere we go, all across the country, we Raptors in Canada get a tremendous support.
Shane, on a lighter note, if you saw the young kid in the fan, are you going to run for prime minister one day?
No shot.
You'd be a good prime minister.
That's too much drama. Way too much drama. I just want to shoot hoops and go home.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. I'm voting for you.